to go to my Facebook page and be my friend, because this is my way of staying in touch with you, staying connected, and also sharing lots of key information about celebrity cruises and about future cruises opportunities for you and your customers. So look out for me on Facebook and friend me. So before I talk to my colleagues in the US, I want to show you a really great film that's going to bring to life the opportunities that are on your doorstep to do with onboard sales. So, fingers crossed, this is going to work.
Hi, I'm Holly Battle, Inside Sales for UK and Ireland at Celebrity Cruises. Future cruise sales are a win-win for everyone. Your customers can book on board to get the best Cruise Now offer. They will benefit from reduced deposits, up to $500 to spend on board instantly on their current cruise, and they can take advantage of the current onboard offer or the current UK market offer. The choice is theirs. But the best part, the booking goes straight back to you, their travel agent. So if you're not promoting onboard sales before guests travel with us, you're missing out. Onboard really is the best place to book. For any more information about future cruise sales, please visit cruisingpower.co.uk.
Okay, folks, that really does help it bring it all to life. So we're going to move on now, and I'm going to introduce my wonderful colleagues that are joining us right now live on this webinar from the US. So first of all, we have Michelle Yanda, who is the Director of Onboard Sales in the US, based in Miami. Hello, Michelle.
Hi, Leon. Hi, all the agents on the line. Thank you for joining today.
It's wonderful to have you, and we can hear you really nice and clear. Thank you. We're also joined by Umberto Simoes, who is the Manager for Onboard Sales based in Miami too. Hello, Umberto.
Hello, Leon. Thank you very much for inviting us to join the call. It really is a great pleasure to be here and talk to these amazing agents. And congrats, JS, EP, and Riggers for the great answers on the quiz.
Okay, I'm glad you're paying attention there. So if I can ask you, Michelle, first, and then Umberto, can you give us a little bit of background of who you are, where you come from, and what your role is when it comes to onboard sales and future cruises? So, Michelle, you first.
Sure. So I've had the pleasure of working for this company, Royal Caribbean Cruises Limited, for almost 27 years. We won't share my age, but I've had several different jobs within the organization, and I've been in the future cruise area for 2 years now. So I'm really enjoying it. I love working with the shipboard teams, and I love working with our offices all over the world, especially the UK. You're my favorite, and just happy to be here.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Michelle. And Umberto, you've got an interesting background because I know you come from actual onboard sales team on board. So tell us a little bit about that.
That's right, Leon. So I've been with the company, Celebrity Cruises, for 16 years now, just based in Miami for over a year. And before, I actually worked on board all of our ships, including the old ones that are not in the fleet anymore. But I worked on board as onboard sales. So I am very familiar with the program since I did that for over 10 years on board. And it's great to be able to overview the project now from the office on land and work together with the teams on board as well as with all the offices all over the world.
That is wonderful. So I'm really excited because this is the first time we've involved you guys, and you are the experts. So let's get started. So Michelle, I'm just going to ask you just to give us a kind of overview of the team and how it works on board and who our future cruise sales executives are.
Yes, thank you. So really, basically, it's pretty straightforward. We have an amazing team of celebrity travel experts that work and live on every ship in our fleet. And they're there solely to book your guest's next cruise vacation. So they have no other job except to sell cruises. So it's a great partnership that we have between our travel agencies and our customers. It's a win-win for all of us because we make the booking for you all on board, and it goes back to you to service when the guest returns home. Our guests they're relaxed on vacation. They want to know more. They're having a great time. They want to know more about where Celebrity goes. And we have the time to share that information with them on board. We do private appointments for our suite guests. We have destination presentations for our exotics where they have time. They can spend an hour with us hearing about the Galapagos or some of our exploration products. So again, we have this amazing team. They're fully trained on all of our ships and all of our products, and they're there to help sell your guests their next cruise vacation. One other thing I wanted to say is we've grown significantly. In 2013, in 2012 and 2013, we had about 2 people per ship. And nowadays, even coming out of the Caribbean, we have up to 7 people per ship, depending on the itinerary. So we are there. We don't want your guest or our guests to wait in line. We want to be able to talk to them about their future business. So we are fully staffed and fully available 7 days. Well, yeah, 7 days a week, really.
That's wonderful. So we have this army of experts who have lived on the ship for many years and who are there, as you say, round the clock, Michelle. I mean, what we can see now is the area on our Millennium class ships, which is pretty new. And we've actually invested quite a lot, haven't we, in refurbishing the Future Cruise Sales offices on our Solstice class and Millennium class ships. Isn't that right, Michelle?
Absolutely. So it was really important because what we found and why we invested so much in this area was there was so much interest. When the guest is on board, they're happy, they're having a great time with our brand, and they want to talk about where they want to go next. So like I said, we expanded our teams as well as our offices. So the picture you're seeing now was Millennium class. Actually, we have a more updated one we can send you, Leon, where it looks a lot very modern, very sleek, new furniture, and enough to hold 5 people on the Millennium class, and then on the Solstice class, which we know are a newer class, but we had to actually find an office that would fit our staff because we had grown so much. So we have a wonderful office outside the entertainment, well, right outside the entertainment court, right outside the theater, that can hold up to 7 people during busy itineraries. So like I said, we're fully staffed. Our offices are very comfortable, very welcoming, and we want to make the guests, in a good place that they can decide where they want to go next.
Yeah, like a comfortable, relaxing environment. So, I'm going to move on to Umberto and ask you, Umberto, how it works. But just remember, folks, that we're an extension of you on board, and we're doing all the legwork. And I can't say this enough. These ladies and gentlemen that work in the Future Cruise Sales teams are experts inside out when it comes to onboard and the itineraries. So that brings me to you, Umberto. Can you tell us a little bit how it works, what the process is, and what our travel agents can get their guests to expect when they book on board?
Absolutely, Leon. So as Michelle just mentioned, we do have a great improvement in our hardware, so the offices look great. But most importantly, we have the staff ready to service the guests and be experts in all the destinations. Most of these people have been working on board for a while, so they've experienced all the destinations. So for them, it's easier to sell. As we know, the guests, when they book a cruise, they want to know where they go. They want to know details of what to do in the different ports of call, and that is sometimes challenging if we don't know the product well. These people know the product really well, so they do a great job at selling the destinations and gaining the confidence from the guests on board to send them on another trip. The best part, obviously, is the fact that once the guest comes on board, the first thing they do is immediately to track their current stateroom number and pull the reservation, which immediately links them to the travel agency. So there's not even a question asked about if they prefer or if they want the travel agent. All they say is the reservation goes back to your travel agency, ABC Travel, for example. So immediately the new reservation is linked to your office, and you get the credit. In most cases, as some of you have noticed, you get those confirmations before the guests even disembark the ship. So it's great because they do that. They sell the cruise, they take the reservation, and they send it back to you. There's some great incentives. There's a very reduced deposit, which the guests are quite happy to put down, because at home they would have to pay 150 pounds or 165 euros per person, and we do have reduced deposits starting only at 29 pounds. As if that wasn't already exciting enough, that deposit, we actually say it's a free deposit, because if they take the onboard credit immediately, we give that same amount that they paid us for them to spend on board. So if eventually they end up canceling the cruise, they do have nothing to lose because they got the money back. So it really is a win-win situation, and that is one of the reasons we made it so easy for our market in UK and Ireland, that the business has increased so much, because how can you say no to a free deposit and enjoy some of the great amenities on board by taking a deposit on a future cruise? So with all that and increasing the business, obviously increasing our business and your business. So we're very glad and happy to do that and continue this amazing partnership, so that the work is done. So all the guests need to do is, once they return home, go back to you and pay the balance, because everything else is done, and we are very happy to do that.
That's great. So in effect, Umberto, I'm right in saying that we are rewarding the guests straight away by booking on board with a free deposit. So Michelle, we say this is a win-win for the customer as well as our travel partners. So why is it that our travel partners should be endorsing from the very beginning this program of Future Cruise Sales? What are the benefits for the customers?
Yeah, it's a win-win for all of us, because celebrity wants the business, the travel agent wants the business, and we believe we have one of the best products in the industry, and we feel the guest rebooking with us is a winner as well. So we really put this strong incentive in place, because what we don't want is the guests to go home and, go off their vacation, holiday high, back to work, back to life, and then, forget about, I'm not going to plan my next vacation for a while. So we want to lock them in. So they're locked in with us. They're locked in with you. In the end, the guest is going to be happy. It's off their plate. They don't have to do planning in the future. So we really feel like we're doing everyone a favor, including ourselves, by locking them in, getting them excited about their next holiday, and then the travel agent gets the commission. I mean, that's the big thing too, is you guys get the commission. You guys will take care of the guests. We know that you do take great care of the guests when they get home, making sure their booking goes off flawlessly before their next cruise. So really, we just feel like this program has been so successful and has grown so much, and it wouldn't have done that unless the travel agents and the customer were excited about it. So it's just been so great. We appreciate your support, and if you haven't been supporting it, we hope that you will going forward, because as you hopefully can see by the end of this call, that it really will help all of our business. And in the end, the customer will receive an amazing vacation.
So I guess the strong point for me, Michelle, is that what we're actually doing, as well as increasing the business on both sides, is we're ensuring that our travel partners retain those valued customers. Am I right in saying that historically, that any guests that book on board, they usually buy more, spend more, and pay more, and always book a higher category stateroom?
They absolutely do. And I want to address that point. But one thing you just said at the end was, one thing our team does exceptionally well on board, and I commend Umberto for doing such a great job with them, is they upsell the guests. So say a guest comes on for the first or second time with our brand, a large percentage of the time we will upsell them to a balcony, a concierge or aqua class, or a suite. So they've been on the ship, they're understanding what goes on, they're seeing that other people have suites and what goes on in that world, and we're able to capture that business also because we have such a great offer for them on board. So we want to help the travel partner as well, because again, they're on the ship, they're excited, they're seeing what other people are getting for being in those type of staterooms, and we can help them upsell their business. So the customer retention is absolutely amazing. The guests that are engaged in this product are very valuable, and they become more valuable once they're more engaged with the brand. So like Leon said, increasing their onboard spend, their review of the cruise, like their experience on the cruise goes up. So usually this is a happy guest. They're happy to come back to us. They're happy to spend money. So again, it's a win-win-win.
I recently heard, Michelle, that for the US and North America, 1 in 5 of our guests is booking on board. So conversion is going through the roof. Is that right?
That's absolutely correct. And that's, again, why we needed to staff up on board, because we have so many people, our guests, rebooking. And it really, in a large part, I want to commend the travel agents and travel partners for pushing this product. If you all weren't pushing it, the guests wouldn't be as comfortable rebooking. So we're really happy about the partnership. The guests are happy. And as long as we're working together, it'll continue to be a success for all of us.
And don't forget, folks, as well, that our amazing and very popular agent loyalty program, Celebrity Rewards, this kicks in as well. So remember to claim your rewards when you've got the website up and you're adding all your bookings. Your future cruise bookings count too. So Umberto, we've developed even further the instant onboard credit to have this applied on the next cruise as well, if the guests want to do that. Is that right?
That's correct. So what we did is, with this new program, we allow the guests to make their choice. Sometimes they already come on board with some onboard credit that they feel is enough to spend. So by booking a cruise, we don't want to force them to take some more onboard credit on their current cruise when they feel it would be more valuable on their future cruise. So that's another flexible and great thing is the fact that we give them the choice. You want the money now, you can take it and spend it now, or if you want in the future, you can take it in the future. Before, the reduced deposits were only for instant onboard credit. A great change that has just occurred a few months ago is that reduced deposit is also on their future cruise. So again, it's something that makes them even more excited when they hear about the program, because they don't have to pay £300 on average per room, 150 per person. They can do that with sometimes half or even less than half of the amount. So if they take it instantly, it becomes a free deposit because they get the money right away. If they take it in the future and they want to make changes, and that's another great advantage of booking on board, is the fact that there's absolutely no fees for any changes to the future cruise booking if they decide upon return home to make amendments, which I'm sure you know, if you book from shoreside, you will have those fees for changes and amendments to the booking. So that's another perk of booking on board, is the fact that not only you get the reduced deposit, you get to choose if the onboard credit is on their cruise or the future cruise, and you also get to make free amendments in case you haven't made up your mind yet on which cruise you're going to take in the future. So just lock it down with a future reservation, and then you can make changes later at no extra charge.
Wow, it just seems too good to be true. I've got to say. So when I do all of my training up and down Ireland and the UK, a lot of my travel agent partners say, you know, Leon, what is the catch? And you know what I've got to say, and Michelle and Umberto will back me up, there is no catch. So apart from everything that we're giving you now, what I also want to do is tell you how you can actively and proactively promote this by using all the tools at your disposal with Cruise Empower. So I'm going to take you to the live site now, and this is Cruise Empower, as you can see. And the way that you get that information is clicking on latest news, celebrity cruises, and right at the bottom there, we have onboard sales. I hope that you can all see that. So we are giving you easy to use editable flyers to be able to send digitally or print versions with your own agency details and call to action. And all you do is look for the links on this page and download them. So we have one in GBP and we have one in euros. But I'm going to bring the Ireland one up with euro on. And it is really, really cool because what we've done is we have created this foldable flyer that almost looks like a check for $500. So you can add this in. And what Umberto was saying before was don't delay in terms of making that booking because you've got more chance to spend your onboard credit. And would I be right, Umberto, in saying that it's really it's best for the travel partner to encourage the guest to go and see Future Cruise Team earlier rather than later? Is that right?
Absolutely, Leon. I couldn't agree more. And it's funny, you mentioned when the guests or when the travel agents say, where's the catch? Because when I travel around the fleet and I'm in the office talking to some guests and we explain the program, that is exactly what they say. So they see it is too good to be true, and it really is. So the question is always, where's the catch? And there really is no catch. So if they learn about the program prior to coming on board, it makes it easier for all of us to understand how they can book. And as you say, our offices, even though we have 6-7 people in some of our ships, most people naturally take the last days after they've enjoyed and realizing that the holiday is coming to an end to look for us. So it does get really busy towards the end of the cruise, and that's why those who have done it in the past are the ones that usually come earlier in the cruise, where they don't have to stand in line and they can spend more time with the agent getting more details on all the different itineraries. So we strongly recommend for our guests to come and visit us earlier in the cruise. They always get an incredible service, but there's the extra touch that comes when you have some more time to deal with each and every one of them.
Wonderful. So we've also got a great module on our award-winning e-learning site for our travel partners, Cruising for Excellence Online. So the US and the UK have collaborated to bring a bite-sized module which will give you all you need to know in terms of learning about this inside out. But I guess if you've attended this webinar, you pretty much know everything. So there are plenty of things available for you to go out and ensure that you endorse, promote, and talk about Future Cruise onboard sales with our guests. So, you know what, Michelle? I'm going to hand over to you to talk about need to know, top line, remember these key learning points. What are the golden nuggets for onboard sales?
Absolutely. Thanks again, Leon and Umberto, for bringing up those great points earlier. I think the most important thing is that we need your endorsement. The guest is much, 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 much more comfortable when you tell them, go see Future Cruise instead of them finding out about it on board. We still can convert them typically, but when they know about it, they know their travel agent is going to receive the confirmation, their travel agent is going to take care of them. We can do so much more for you. So please endorse us, please market to them before, please give them a call. Let the guests know that we are there and we're working together to book their next vacation. The second thing is let us do the work for you. You guys have worked hard to get them on the cruise they're on. Let's help you do the next one. They trust you, that you put them on Celebrity, and then we can, with our experts on every ship and in every office, can convert them on their next vacation, whether it's to the Galapagos or to Alaska or to Bermuda. Let us do that for you. And like Umberto mentioned before, the guests get the free deposit, the reward for booking on board, as well as they can get the onboard spend to either use on this cruise or the Future Cruise. So there's a great, great incentive for them to book while they're on board and not wait till later. They shouldn't wait. They're going to get the best offer available by doing it when they're on their cruise. The low deposits and free amenities are really exciting. The guests can choose what they want. And also you get the booking back. This is repeat business for both of us. And the commission goes, we don't reduce the commission because we booked it. You get 100% of your commission because we know you're going to take wonderful care of them when they return home. So we know that you're going to earn that commission. So we just want to work together. We want to partner on this. We want to make it more successful than it is today and continue to get this business back on Celebrity.
Wonderful. Well, you've converted me, Michelle. Thank you very much. And I'm hoping you're converting everybody else out there. So before I say thank you and goodbye, I just want to ask those of you that are on the call now, would you like to ask Michelle or Umberto any questions? Now, you're able to do this by using the question box at the bottom right hand of the panel in your screen. So although you're on listen only mode, you do have a chance to ask any questions. So I'm going to leave you now for a minute or two to add in any questions. And if you do have any questions, I'll read them out. And maybe Michelle and or Umberto can answer them for us. In the meantime, I'm going to point you back to Cruising Power, to latest news. Make sure you click on Onboard Sales and check out the incredible range of assets, flyers, and supporting material that you can use completely free of charge and accessible to promote onboard sales and make money while you sleep. It's all there. And don't forget to complete the module on Cruising for Excellence Online. So with that, I can see that nobody has any questions. I think that's a good sign. So before I say thank you and goodbye, Umberto, would you like to say anything?
I would like to thank you once again, Leon, for giving us this opportunity. We always, it's always a great pleasure to get to talk to our valuable travel partners. And I just want to reassure to everyone that we really have a great respect for all your business, and we appreciate all your business, and we do all we can on board to ensure that you are rewarded for sending us your guests, and that is why we're so impartial and to ensure that you get your business back as you deserve, and we appreciate all of that. So thank you very much for being so supportive and for sending all your guests to Celebrity, great brand.
Thank you, Umberto. And finally, any parting words from you, Michelle?
I just want to put a challenge out there, as this program has been more available and aware in the U.S. for the past probably 10 years. So my challenge is for the UK office or the UK market to become the higher than the 1-to-5 ratio of bookings than the North America market. So I'm putting that challenge out there.
Wow.
The UK market has been growing significantly over the past several years, and you're really right at the North Americans' coattails. So I'm putting the challenge out there to for the UK region to become #1 in future cruise sales.
Right. Well,
I love that challenge.
We like Ireland, in the Republic of Ireland and the UK. We are very competitive and we like a challenge. And I'm going to assure you that we will exceed your expectations, Michelle. So with that, I just want to say a huge thank you to Michelle Yander, Director of Onboard Sales, and Umberto Simoes, who's the manager, both of you for taking valuable time to join us and really share your expertise and advice and knowledge with us. Thank you so much to both of you. Thank you to all of our travel partners in Ireland and the UK for joining this webinar. Good luck with your future cruise sales. Have a great day. Thank you and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Leon. Bye-bye.
Bye.